Yeah, brother, you took the words right out of my mouth. I've always said that, right? I mentioned that video, like when Lennox Lewis retired, I was like, what is he doing? Like, why is he leaving that money on the table when his future generations of families can have it? And I always also thought the other thing, like, hey, I'm fighting my whole life and I've got knocked out for free so many times. Why would I ever avoid a knockout? Like, when you're going to pay me anyway, right? Like, what am I going to lose a fight? Like, I care. I've lost tons of fights. But I'm not in the body of a guy who is a champion for decades, right? Who has, a legendary status and whatnot. And maybe to them, it feels different. Maybe they're protecting something. I'll tell you something every fighter knows, and John Jones knows this. Look, we're all vulnerable, right? Like, I guarantee you John Jones has been outfought in the gym before because that happens to everybody. I mean, we've seen John Jones outfought in the ring, and like, the judges have been always on his side, which is great for John Jones because that's definitely an important part of fighting. Very important, the luck with the judges. But that having been said, maybe it's legacy, right? He feels like if he gets in there and gets annihilated by Aspinall, they'll say, well, he's just really a light heavyweight. I mean, I don't know. I can only imagine how he feels because I've never been in those shoes where I was, so popular and had so much money. Now, let me say this too. It's good to be strategic sometimes. When Tyson lost to Kevin McBride, it was very clear he was done, right? Like, he had essentially given up against a journeyman white heavyweight fighter that wasn't very good, and so Tyson retired, and then he came back against Jake Paul and made another $30 million. And that retirement had all of us believing he was Mike Tyson in his prime again. He wasn't the guy who lost to Kevin McBride. I mean, I told everyone that Tyson was going to have a hard time. And then on the eve of the fight, I switched my pick because, that emotion that Tyson invokes in all of us. But at the end of the day, look, only John Jones knows what's good for John Jones. I know there's some legal considerations right now. Got caught on a hit and run again. He left a girl behind in the car half naked apparently and took off after he crashed, which I don't know what to say about that, man. I again haven't been in those positions. I don't like to think that I would do those things, but then again, I haven't had his life, right? Like, did I have a wayward life like that? Yes, I did, but like, I was lucky enough to not constantly get in those kind of wrecks like he seems to find himself in. But listen, that's why he was the champ too, I'm sure, right? Like, that energy that's around him and his abilities and whatnot are unquestioned. He's definitely the GOAT for me either way, but yeah, listen, I'm with you, man. I would have taken the money, and I would have taken the money on the rematch, and I would have laughed my way all the way to the bank, and I wouldn't have cared. But look, I'm not him. So, hey, there it is. Everybody read my book, Warrior of the Light.